What's up guys, my name is Arina and welcome back to my channel where I review everything tech. Lately, I've been spending a lot of time at home, surprise! So I've cleaned my house many times, I've even started watering my plant regularly, which by the way is doing amazing now, and I thought it would be the perfect time to clean my phone as well. So I did some phone detox and finally got rid of absolutely useless apps. And in this video, I want to show you what apps I have on my iPhone. Some of these I've been using for years and some of them are new and they're so much fun. Can't wait to share them with you guys, so let's get started. Before I jump into the apps, let me quickly tell you about my phone case. I'm using this regular Apple case. I got it when I got my 11 Pro Max when it was just released. Honestly, I'm so sick of this color. I loved it when I just got it, but now it feels like I need a new case. I've had this leaves theme for a while. I like it, probably because I miss nature. Well, yeah, I do. So let's start with the first screen page where I have my essential apps that I use pretty much on a daily basis. These apps are default apps, so let's just skip them. Then I have Spotify to stream music and podcasts, Instagram, TikTok. Honestly, I've only started using TikTok about a month ago. I was holding off from downloading this app for a long time, but I finally decided to jump on the bandwagon when my dad, yes, my dad, told me that he loves using TikTok. So I guess I had no choice. Then I have MyBook, and recently it's been one of my favorite apps. You get tons of books and audiobooks here, but unfortunately it's only in Russian at the moment, so if you speak Russian or learn Russian, this app is highly recommended. It's amazing. Next, I have YouTube and YouTube Studio. Contributor, this is a Shutterstock app where you can sell your photos. Docs by Google, I use it for creating documents. Then I have well-known Google Photos, really convenient when it comes to syncing photos and getting access to all of them, whether it's on iOS or Android. VK is like Facebook. Telegram is a messenger, but you could also follow some specific groups you're interested in or your favorite bloggers, and this is how I mostly use it. And then I have some photo editing apps here. The first one is QuickShot. This is my favorite photo editor. I've had this app for about 2 years now and it's always updating with new features. I think I got this app because you could easily add a new dramatic looking sky to otherwise boring looking photos, but now you get so many other amazing features. You can remove unwanted objects in your photos, you can create portraits, you get tons of cool filters, effects like snow, bokeh, lens flares, and so much more. And actually, let's try to edit a photo in QuickShot together right now. This photo was taken in Central Park last summer. It looks good, but kind of plain and boring, so let's start with the sky. As I previously said, this is the feature that caught my eye in the first place, and that's why I decided to try QuickShot. Well, it's a tough choice, but let's go with this one. It looks pretty natural. If you tap on the chosen sky again, you can see all the sky settings like feather, horizon, opacity, and others that help you make the sky look as natural as possible. And by the way, you can make amends in how the sky has been applied. You can erase it or draw it again. And next, let's try this new feature and remove these two guys and their boat. The object is pretty big, so I'm not sure the result will be impeccable since it works better for small objects, but overall I think it turned out to be pretty good. Next, let's add some filters. Once again, it's a tough choice. Okay, let's go with this one. And let's make some adjustments here with shadows, contrast, and temperature. And next, let's try a portrait mode. Looks really good. You could also make some corrections, add blur or erase it. Well, I think I like it at this point, so this is before and this is after. Let's export the photo, and by the way, you could also choose a format. When it comes to photo editing, I also have Snapseed. I think everyone is aware of this app. And Airbrush, it has some face and body changing features, which I'm absolutely not a fan of. But honestly, I use this app to whiten my teeth after applying some warm filters that makes my teeth look yellowish. And it does the job pretty well. Next, I have Reddit, where you could follow some specific topics you're interested in, or you could just watch some fun GIFs. Very addictive because you watch one GIF after another and you can't stop. Moving on to the next screen page, and here I have some navigation and commuter apps. Google Maps, then I have Citymapper. This is a very helpful transit app. It will find all the possible routes for you and show you directions. Very helpful when it comes to traveling, which is unfortunately not really relevant at the moment, but we're gonna get through it. Then I have Citizen that shows you all the crimes and accidents around you and in the city. Quite depressing, but still helpful. Lyft is like Uber. Then I have Audible. Honestly, I cancelled my subscription a pretty long time ago, but I still have some audiobooks which I bought and haven't had time to finish. So I guess now is the perfect time for that. Netflix, Prime Video from Amazon. Then I have Google Drive so that I could always have access to some of my files. When it comes to productivity, I only have one app that really works for me. It's called Tide. It's really good if you want to be the most productive during a specific amount of time and not to get distracted by other things. So you just set a timer to say 30 minutes and work. There are different sounds you can choose from, and you get 4 modes here: focus, sleep, nap, and breath. So you could also use this app for meditations, and it could also help you fall asleep. Then I have Shazam. I think everybody knows this app. Marine Traffic is a really interesting app, especially if you live by the ocean and see lots of ships and wonder what kind of ship it is and where they're going. It also shows you a lot of information about them. Then I have some folders, my health folder where I have some apps regarding my health tracking and my doctors. Finance folder where I have Wallet, Stocks, PayPal, Bank of America, and Credit Karma to track my credit score. Next, utilities folder with voice memos. I use it all the time, but I have quicker access to it in the control center up here. Compass, measure, calculator, also have it in the control center. Units Plus, I use it from time to time when I need to convert numbers. Here is a vast spectrum of metrics you can convert. I've been using this app for many years and it's free. And also recently I've got Conversion Calculator, which does pretty much the same job. I love the design of this app, really easy to use, also free, highly recommended. The next folder is Extras, and here I have the apps that I kinda need but don't really have to open them, like weather, contacts, or some apps that I use like twice a year, so it's okay to have them here. And the last folder is called Tests. Here I keep some apps that I use when I do phone comparisons and some reviews. The contents of this folder change from time to time, but at the moment I have here Speed Test to test the internet speed and Antutu Benchmark to measure device performance. When it comes to workouts and activities, I have a few apps here. 7-minute workout. This is a very simple app. Maybe that's why it works for me. There are no subscriptions with this app. It's absolutely free. If you just want to be more active and healthier, you just choose a workout from different categories and just do it. And my favorite thing about this app is that you can make your own workout plan with your favorite exercises. The next app is Lotus Yoga, and yes, this year I've started practicing yoga and I really like it. My back feels so much better now. I've tried so many yoga apps, but eventually I ended up with Lotus Yoga on my iPhone, and I also use Yoga Studio on my Wampa 70 Pro McLaren. You can also download it on the iPhone, but since I'm always between using various phones, it just so happened that I have a subscription to this app on my Android. So these two apps are definitely my favorite. Highly recommend them if you're into yoga, especially if you're a beginner like me. The next app is stretching exercises, really helpful, especially after having spent many hours in front of the computer. Tabata Timer is for interval training. Gymshark is the new app for me at the moment. It offers free home workouts, so I decided to try. I've done only one workout so far, but this app is actually pretty amazing. I like the design of this app. Everything looks so clean and stylish. The next app is Everpix. I get some of my wallpapers here. Last year I recommended this app. Now I cannot do so because if you have a free version, this is barely usable since you get bombarded with ads at every turn. You can go pro, but I don't feel like paying for pro to be honest. But anyway, I use this app like twice a year, so I decided to keep it because this app is actually pretty good. I just wish they would cut down on the ads a bit. And the last screen page is fully dedicated to my linguistic apps, since I've always been into languages, so here is my world of dictionaries, vocabulary trainers, etc. So that's all I have on my iPhone at the moment. I hope you found something interesting for yourself. Guys, let me know in the comments your top 3 apps that you've recently discovered. I'll be waiting for your replies. Thank you so much for watching this video and see you in the next one.